Hey everybody. As you know, this week's discussion board post is a continuation of last week's assignment, which was to introduce our dissertation topic. What I'd like to do is continue on and talk about the articles that I found in the JSTOR database, the Jerry Falwell Library. But first, a refresher as to my topic for my dissertation, which is going to be the just war theory as it applies to World War II and the United States, possible violations of the just war tradition. As an introduction, World War II is frequently remembered as a good war, a righteous crusade against totalitarianism, genocide, and tyranny. The near universal moral consensus has solidified its reputation in both political rhetoric and historical scholarship. However, the ethical certainty that laid the foundation for the Allied cause may have inadvertently loosened the moral constraints on how the war was fought. This forms the core of what I call the righteous war paradox. The idea that when a war's cause is perceived as unquestionably just, its conduct may escape the rigorous ethical scrutiny demanded by the just war theory. In his dissertation, Anders Edvardsson says that U.S. leaders framed World War II as a divinely sanctioned mission of global salvation. His exceptionalist rhetoric not only fueled public support, but also insulted military decisions from ethical critique. Actions like indiscriminate bombings or mass civilian displacement were morally rationalized under the banner of democratic liberation. And again, Jeffrey Legro's article that he wrote entitled Military Culture and Inadvertent Escalation of World War II explores how national military cultures shaped the Allies' conduct more than adherence to ethical norms. For example, the firebombing of Dresden and Tokyo killed tens of thousands of civilians, violating principles of proportionality and discrimination. These escalations were driven not only by evil intent, but by cultural norms overlooked under moral halos of just cause. Carsten Stahn, in his Use Post Bellum, Mapping the Disciplines, argued that war's ethical obligations extended beyond victory. The Allied occupations of Germany and Japan, the Nuremberg Trials, and the Marshall Plan all reflected efforts at justice, but also involved collective punishment and controversial internments of belligerent oppositions. These post-war realities challenged our assumptions that just cause guarantees a just peace. In conclusion, together these works illuminated a crucial historical dilemma. World War II may have satisfied the criteria for a just war cause, but that righteousness often muted critical reflections on how the war was fought and concluded. By interrogating this paradox, we not only reevaluate the ethical legacy of World War II, we also reinforce the relevance of the just war theory in preventing similar moral failures. Thank you for your time. And just quickly, on this Memorial Day weekend, amidst all the gatherings and cookouts that we're sure to enjoy with our friends and families, I'd just like to express my gratitude and appreciation for all those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy ourselves and families on this long weekend.